Okay, let me sum up the 60s music scene for you as quick as I can. This could take about an hour. You had London, okay? That's where the Beatles are, the Stones are. And of course, when that British invasion thing happened, they're kind of ruling the universe for a while, centered in London. Meanwhile, the folk scene that was happening in Greenwich Village in New York kind of saw that happen, and they go, well, what do we do now? And the ones that were kind of okay with it packed up, moved out to L.A. Mamas and the Papas, the Byrds, Buffalo Springfield, all those folks went over there. They started a whole new scene there with all the bands on the Sunset Strip and all the clubs. Meanwhile, in London, you've got new stuff happening. The Who are hitting and becoming really popular. Jimi Hendrix, who is an American, is over in London for 2 years doing Jimi Hendrix Experience and blowing people's minds. Back in LA, there's a guy named Parisa who is a wealthy music fan, happened to have gone up to the Bay Area, saw this show, a jazz festival, and thought, why don't we have a big, rock music festival, international? We'll bring in all the bands from all over the world and do this. So he brings this idea to John Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas and Lou Adler, who was his producer. They said, that's a great idea. They said,
hey, Michelle, take this till Dionne Warwick comes on with you.
But, instead of trying to make money off this, why don't we make it a benefit show? And that'll make it more attractive to the bands.
Well, this is John Phillips of the Mamas and Papas, and I'd like to talk to Dionne.
They called up everybody. They called Derek Taylor, who was in town, who was the Beatles press officer, and said, can you help us arrange this? And within 7 weeks, he put it together. They got all the bands to come to America, and they made it happen.